What is CAP? The Common Agricultural Policy, CAP, is a cornerstone of the European Union's agricultural and rural development strategy. CAP aims to support farmers, ensure a stable food supply, promote sustainable agriculture, and enhance rural livelihoods across EU member states. The CAP Strategic Plan 2023 to 2027 integrates enhanced environmental goals, promotes eco-schemes, and aims to reduce its carbon footprint, bringing Ireland in line with the EU's broader climate and sustainability goals. Structure. The structure in which these are delivered is broken down into the three following approaches: direct payments, market measures, and rural development. Direct payments describe subsidies paid to farmers to support farm incomes and provide a safety net for market and other uncertainties while complying with environmental, public and plant health, and animal welfare standards. These requirements and standards are what we commonly refer to as conditionality. What is conditionality? Conditionality is essentially a CAP term for baseline conditions in the areas of climate and the environment, animal welfare, and public and plant health that all farmers that are beneficiaries under the CAP must adhere to. Such requirements were created to contribute to ensuring sustainable farming, environmental protection, and to protect the welfare of animals. Farmers must meet these requirements to receive payment for the following schemes. Conditionality is broken into two main components. Statutory management requirements, or SMRs, are legal obligations derived from EU directives. Good agricultural and environmental conditions, or GAECs, are standards to maintain land in good agricultural and environmental condition that are listed in an EU regulation and set out in Ireland's CAP strategic plan. In this video series, we will explain SMRs and GAECs in detail and show how conditionality is implemented by Ireland's Departments of Agriculture, Food and the Marine. Statutory management requirements. SMRs. Statutory management requirements, or SMRs, are baseline conditions that must be adhered to under conditionality as part of the Common Agricultural Policy, CAP. These requirements are designed to ensure the sustainable management of agriculture and compliance with EU environmental, animal welfare, and public health legislation. SMRs apply to all farmers who receive CAP payments. SMR breakdown. Environmental protection, which covers water protection and biodiversity protection, public and plant health, and animal welfare. Number 1. Water protection. SMR 1 focuses on preventing water pollution from phosphates and regulating water abstraction for agricultural use. SMR 2 deals with protecting against nitrates losses and pollution from the farmyard and farmland. For example, there are strict guidelines in place when spreading slurry or fertilizer close to a watercourse. Examples of past non-compliance in SMR2 have included stacking more than 2 silage bales high in a field and storing silage bales within 20 metres of a watercourse. The best solution for silage bale storage would be to keep them on concrete within the farmyard and include an appropriate effluent collection tank. Number 2. Biodiversity protection. SMR 3 and SMR 4 focus on the conservation of wild birds' natural habitats and certain species of flora and fauna, plants and animals. For example, there is a period in the calendar year in which hedge cutting is prohibited to protect wildlife and biodiversity. Number 3. Public and plant health. SMR 5 and SMR 6 regulate food or feed hygiene to ensure a high level of protection for consumers and to restrict the use of prohibitive substances in farm animals. SMR 7 and SMR 8 emphasize proper and sustainable use of plant protection products. For example, farmers must have a designated chemical store which is clearly signposted. Number 4. Animal welfare. SMR 9 to SMR 11 set down minimum standards for the care and welfare of calves, pigs, and farmed animals. For example, animals must have access to fresh water at all times, and fresh bedding must be provided regularly where used. This is all part of the enhanced conditionality framework under the CAP Strategic Plan 2023 to 2027 to align agriculture with the EU's environmental goals, including the European Green Deal. These requirements encourage farmers to adopt practices that go beyond basic compliance to actively support environmental goals. How do SMRs impact conditionality? Baseline standards. SMRs set the minimum standards that farmers must meet to qualify for CAP payments. Failing to comply can result in financial penalties or the withdrawal of subsidies. For example, a farmer who does not manage fertilizer use in line with SMR2 risks sanctions that directly affect his or her CAP payments. By linking financial support to SMR compliance, conditionality ensures that farmers contribute to the EU's environmental and sustainability goals while maintaining access to crucial subsidies. Good agricultural and environmental conditions. GAIACs. What are GAIACs? GAIACs are mandatory environmental standards under conditionality in the EU's Common Agricultural Policy, CAP. These standards are designed to maintain land in good agricultural and environmental condition, ensuring sustainable farming practices that protect soil, water, biodiversity, and the overall environment. Key features of GAIACs. GAIACs aim to safeguard natural resources and mitigate the impact of agriculture on the environment. GAIACs apply to all agricultural land farmed by CAP beneficiaries, whether cultivated or not. While SMRs are legally mandated sectoral requirements, GAIACs set broader management standards for environmental and agricultural sustainability. GAIAC standards. GAIAC 1. Maintenance of permanent grassland to preserve carbon stocks. GAIAC 2. Protection of peatlands and wetlands to enhance carbon sequestration. GAIAC 3. Ban on burning arable stubble and straw except for plant health reasons to avoid carbon emissions and preserve organic matter. GAIAC 4. Establishment of buffer strips along watercourses to prevent pollution. GAIAC 5. Tillage management to reduce the risk of soil erosion and degradation. GAIAC 6. Ensuring minimum soil cover to avoid bare soil during sensitive periods. GAIAC 7. Crop rotation and crop diversification in arable land to maintain soil fertility and structure. GAIAC 8. Retention of landscape features, ban on cutting hedges and trees during the bird breeding and nesting season, and measures for avoiding invasive species to support biodiversity. GAIAC 9. Ban on ploughing or converting permanent grasslands designated as environmentally sensitive in Natura 2000 sites. Consult the conditionality guidelines for more information. So, why are GAIACs important? Number 1. GAIACs promote practices that enhance environmental protection, such as protecting soil health, water quality, and biodiversity. Number 2. GAIACs contribute to climate change mitigation by preserving carbon-rich habitats and reducing soil erosion. Number 3. Farmers must comply with GAIAC standards to avoid reductions in CAP payments. In summary, GAIACs are fundamental standards to ensuring that agricultural activities align with the EU's goals for sustainability, biodiversity, and climate resilience. Bringing it all together. Role and implementation by the Department of Agriculture, Food and the Marine. The Department of Agriculture, Food and the Marine has responsibility for implementing conditionality in agriculture under the CAP framework. Its primary responsibilities include ensuring that farmers adhere to SMRs and GAIACs as mandated by the conditionality requirements, carrying out on-the-spot and remote inspections to carry out checks on compliance with conditionality rules, providing tools, information and advice to assist farmers to understand and meet the conditionality requirements, implementing sanctions for non-compliance while emphasizing the goal of helping farmers achieve compliance. The department also engages with the Commission to seek approval on any required amendments to the CAP strategic plan, which includes conditionality. Implementation process. The process for enforcing conditionality standards involves organised monitoring and verification steps. Inspectors visit farms to assess compliance with GAIAC and SMR requirements, using detailed checklists and maps to review aspects like farmyard facilities, soil cover, buffer strips, animal welfare, and landscape features. Tools such as the Area Monitoring System or AMS and satellite imagery are employed to monitor agricultural activities such as ground disturbance and crop types. Inspections are guided by risk analysis, supplemented by random sampling to adhere to regulatory requirements and focus inspections. Inspectors provide farmers after inspections with notice of findings where non-compliances are identified and of possible consequences. Other public bodies do cross-report, which the department consider. There are a number of supports that farmers can avail of from the Department of Agriculture, Food and the Marine to be compliant with conditionality. Number 1. Educational resources. This includes comprehensive guides, for example, the explanatory handbook for conditionality requirements, outlining SMRs and GAIACs, as well as FAQs and other online resources accessible via the department's website. Number 2. Training and workshops. This includes public information meetings and online webinars on scheme requirements. There's also farm advisory services training to provide advisors with the information to best guide their farmer clients on conditionality topics. Number 3. Technological tools such as the AgriSnap app, which allows farmers to submit geotagged photographs, streamlining responses to inspection queries. While the department emphasises support, it also enforces conditionality standards through a structured penalty system. There are consequences of non-compliance. For example, CAP payments may be reduced depending on the severity, extent and permanence of breaches. Significant violations can lead to more significant sanctions up to the full withdrawal of CAP payments. This is very rare. Repeated non-compliance within a 3-year period result in progressively higher sanctions. Conditionality, through its SMRs and GAIACs, establishes a framework for fostering sustainability and environmental responsibility in agriculture. Key outcomes include enhanced soil health, improved water quality, biodiversity conservation, and reduced greenhouse gas emissions, contributing to broader sustainability targets, including the European Green Deal and the Farm to Fork strategy. And finally, encouraging the adoption of sustainable practices for long-term agricultural viability. The integration of SMRs and GAIACs within the conditionality framework of the CAP strategic plan underscores Ireland's commitment to promoting sustainable agriculture and environmental stewardship. These standards serve as essential tools to ensure that public funds are used, linking direct payments to vital environmental, climate, public health, and animal welfare standards.